Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this, from bounding into comics. Alleged first look at James Wan produced Aquaman King of Atlantis animated miniseries looks atrocious. Well, that doesn't bode well from the title. But yes, the title is kind of underselling how bad it looks. In fact, let's go on. Yeah, you can see it here in the image. In fact, I'm going to go and show it to you with a very higher resolution, although it's being cut a little bit around here. Which, let's see, it's less than 1/3 of the picture that is being cut. So, either way, it doesn't matter much. Let's say that around here, outside of the screen, she has a formation or an appendage on her body, which I do not quite identify what it is. I do not quite understand what it is. I'm gonna call it the conjoined twin out of her body, or her, I don't know, her poop bag. Because quite frankly, I cannot identify what it is. It could be a leg, but I do not know. Suffice to say, they absolutely shitted on the show, and it turns out that it is animated limited series TV series. It's very limited, so they could have actually tried to at least attempt to make the drawings a bit more palatable than this mess over here, which looks more like a kids show, which I assume it must be. Or at least directed at 3 to 5 year olds, because I don't think even 6-year-olds would actually enjoy this type of drawing. And I used to complain at the other types of drawings, you know, where the drawing was mostly just straight lines. I used to complain a lot about those. But this takes a cake. I fucking hate car arts. And it's a bit of a shame, because Walt Disney created that place. He must be turning on his grave right now. But not only that is the problem, there's more problems in this tiny little picture, which was universally panned on Twitter by fans. As first, Aquaman is not quite Aquaman. It seems to be diverse, washed, or something like that. He looks a bit like a dead fish. Or someone dead, or a zombie, or someone, or something, I do not know. It looks questionable. But another problem is, it's part of the drawing with his boot, but quite frankly, is that you can see here are 5 fingers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But you move on to her hand, and she has what? 4 fingers. Well, she lost a finger? And then we have in here, which is like a fish flap, which it only has 3 fingers. What sort of diverse little moron drew this thing here, who doesn't know how to do his or her own job? For fuck's sake, what the fucking mess. And another thing, what the fuck is this? Oh, I think this might be the ground. And this is his large penis or something like that. But then another problem. What the fuck is wrong with this big, huge, hairy caterpillar on her goddamn forehead? What in the actual fuck is this bullshit over here? What is wrong with these people? Why do they have the necessity to make so shitty drawings? Why do they hate their jobs? Anyway, an alleged first look at the upcoming James Wan produced Aquaman King of Atlantis animated miniseries. Yeah, there you go, miniseries. That's the word I was looking for. Looks absolutely atrocious as a feature Aquaman and mirror drawn in the hideous cowl art style. Yeah, that's definitely underselling of how hideous and badly made and how fucking problematically crap it is. It's an absolute outrageously crap! It's a massive piece of fucking shit! It's worse than a fucking dirty bunghole from a goddamn cheap whore who ended up having been butt-fucked by a multitude of people! That's how fucking hideous it looks! It's an absolute shit! Anyway, the first look was shared to Twitter by What's on HBOMAX, an account that makes it clear they are not affiliated or owned by Warner Media. They wrote on Twitter the first promotional image for HBO Max Aquaman King of Atlantis has been released. Back in January 2020, we learned that the King of Atlantis was going to be a 3-part animated miniseries. In a press release announcing the miniseries, Warner Media also revealed that Aquaman director James Wan and his Atomic Monster company were producing it. While Warner Media would describe it as a miniseries, they would also describe them as standalone episodes. These standalone episodes would each have a unique storyline following the adventures of Aquaman as protector of the deep. On that note, I think I have the obligation of adding this shit show to this list, so stay tuned for an up-to-date list. Hopefully this one is I get to update it faster than I usually expect, but still, hopefully there's a new list added to the character, and probably in brown washing or something, even though I don't quite understand what the fuck is wrong with the guy, because he looks a bit, what the fuck, green hair and looks the skin of a dead fish, or yellow something, I already get it, someone with jaundice, someone with a liver failure, someone who's having a liver, oh Jesus Christ, now I realize it, what it reminded me of, it's jaundice, someone with jaundice, someone who's having liver failure. Good God, get this man a liver transplant, urgent, stat, he's going to die, and I thought he was supposed to be a superhero. Maybe that explains why he lost 2 fingers on his left hand, or why his left arm looks like a fish flap, or something like that. I think so, or at least I hope. I do not know. While on media will describe it, okay. Here, this is what it's supposed to look like. What Aquaman is supposed to look like. Take a look. And she doesn't look like she has a monobrow, or a unibrow, or a caterpillar-sized unibrow. The first episode is expected to follow Aquaman's first day on the job as King of Atlantis. Oh shit, it's going to be a kids show. Reveal he's got a lot of catching up to do. Luckily, he has his 2 loyal advisors to back him up. Vocal, the scholar, and Mina, the water-controlling warrior princess with a caterpillar-sized monobrow. While on his first day, Aquaman will have to deal with the unscrupulous surface dwellers, Elder Evils from beyond time, and his own half-brother who wants to overthrow him. Well, look how it's supposed to look like. This is supposed to be Aquaman, not Seaman, his liver failure. Seaman and his liver failure. Sarah Aubrey, head of the original content at HBOMAX, stated, you need to find a new job. This DC property is a fan favorite, rich with well-known characters and dynamic storylines. Yeah, it's not going to be a fan favorite if you keep doing that shit. She added, on the heels of Warner Bros. Pictures' box office smash hit, we are certain Aquaman King of Atlantis will be an exciting addition to an already robust slate of kids and family programming. Yeah, along with Wan and his Atomic Monster team, the miniseries is also produced by Robert Hackett from Swamp Thing, Sunrise Things, Titans Go, Thundercat. Oh shit, fuck! Thundercats roar, so that explains why it looks even shittier than usual. Mighty Halpern-Graser from Batman vs. Teenage Mutant. What in the actual fuck is this? Nope, know what? I don't wanna know. Maybe we should have expected this horrendous art style given he has Cartwright producing. Yeah, Nevertheless, it's hideous, and one can't help but imagine the rest of the show will be just as hideous as the first look. Yes, hideous is kind of an understatement of how bad this actually looks like, and I definitely need to make a mental note as to the character. No, probably only be able to do it once I get a voice actor so it can actually be portrayed properly, unless there is a voice actor already, so I can actually add to the proper list. So, Aquaman, the guy with the liver failure. Aquaman, Jaundice version. Jaundice Aquaman. Probably. Then again, everything coming out of ColArts is like a hideous fucking Nurgle worshipper, filthy with a goddamn fucking disease-ridden Nurgle worshipper. I think that's pretty much the definition of what it is. Yeah. I think that's the best definition one can actually hope for. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want more tame content like this one, although skating on the line between the precipice of bannable offense and the one where I don't actually get yeeted out of YouTube. So stay right here on youtube.com/Dr. Jester. But if you want a more colorful content that I do not censor myself, head to minds.com/Dr. Jester. It's wonderful, really, when I can actually say things that I do not have to worry about it getting banned. So, on that note, thank you for watching. And, for God, I hope you don't have a nightmare looking at Aquaman with Jaundice. So, good night.